It sounds like the perfect Italian getaway. Great food, beautiful views, total relaxation, or at least that was the plan. In the film, I Don't Understand You, Nick Kroll and Andrew Rannells play a couple on a pre-baby vacation that quickly goes off the rails. But can love conquer a total and utter meltdown? Let's take a look.
What's going on here?
She took my shirt,
She undressed you?
making me feel weird.
Baby, it is weird.
I was dirty.
Hey, what is going on?
Joining us now, the stars of the film, Nick and Andrew. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Nick, let's start with you. Let's talk about the characters and this adventure they find themselves on.
So it's a movie about a couple who've gone to Italy on vacation. They're hoping to sort of salvage their marriage. They've tried to adopt unsuccessfully. Can I ask, is this ABC News Live, ABC News Live Prime?
That's right.
Linsey, did you have any say about what the show was called?
Actually, I did not.
Right?
I love that this all so quickly has turned tables. Yes.
Well,
I did not.
ABC News Live Prime. It's a hard thing to say. ABC News.
It doesn't just roll off the tongue.
But
now we just call it Prime.
Okay, you just call it Prime. Okay,
yes.
because
That makes more sense.
for my vocal warm up, I do ABC News Live Prime. ABC News
With
Live
Linsey
Prime.
Davis.
With Linsey. Thank you. ABC News Live Prime with Linsey Davis. ABC News Live Prime with Linsey Davis. ABC News Live Prime with Linsey.
That's really good, baby.
This is a commercial.
That's
Yeah, you could use that as
Yes.
a promo.
free of charge. We're here to help.
So tell us about the adventure.
Well, adventure is the correct word. The movie really starts off as this very kind of sweet, almost like rom-com about these two guys, but then takes a very sharp turn. And I think it's
We start to murder a bunch of people.
we accidentally
Yeah.
murder someone and it just snowballs. You know, like how that happens on vacation.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, for
like
some, it
traveling
does.
internationally, you've probably covered a lot
We've
of those
covered
stories.
those people. Yes.
And there's so many shows dedicated to that, but there haven't been enough fictional films
Sure.
about that.
And you guys have great chemistry just in real life, but you also are able to translate that on the screen. I know you've worked together before, but how do you feel that you're able to get that magic?
Well, we didn't really. I mean, I should lie and maybe say that we were like, we really like had to, as actors, really dove
a
in there.
stretch.
But no, I just loved hanging out with this guy, and we didn't really discuss too much before we get started in terms of like what was our dynamic going to be like playing this married couple. And you know, we're both, Nick is married, I've been in a long-term relationship. I think that we both sort of understood kind of, you know, where they were going or how we should sort of inhabit these people, but there wasn't a lot of planning.
And our directors, David Craig and Brian Crano, are a real life couple, and this story is loosely based on kind of two elements that happened to them of trying to adopt a baby that they were kind of scammed out of, and then had a nightmare vacation to Italy, and they merged those two things. So they were on set with us. So it was also like very easy to kind of dig in and dive in because they were there.
And you will obviously, as I said, you'd worked together before in Nick's Emmy Award-winning series, Big Mouth. Want to take a quick look at that?
What can they do?
Oh, Matthew, lock this boy down.
Okay.
Say something sexy.
Am I a 20th century housewife? Because I want to do laundry on those washboard abs.
Very funny. That was actually 8 seasons
8
long.
seasons,
How does
yeah.
it feel to close that chapter?
It was sad in a lot of ways. I you know, loved getting to be a little part of that show, and Nick created such a hilarious and very heartfelt series that I think when it started, I didn't predict 8 years. Did you?
I predicted 12, so 8 is
So it's a little disappointment.
It's a massive
Yeah.
disappointment.
I'm sorry to bring that up.
Thanks for kind of twisting the lemon right on top of an open wound. But no, it was doing the show for as long as we did with all these friends, like old friends from childhood, and then people like Andrew, who I had admired and we were able to work with, made us only closer friends, and then opened the door for something like this to come around. Like the movie, where we knew we really liked working with each other, and then we were able to really explore that
And to go to, go to Rome to shoot this movie in Rome was like, although I will say that like we got to a point where it was like enough with the pasta.
Enough with the beautiful architecture and history.
Like, we get it, it's old.
Yeah.
You guys are such a fun duo. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
I Don't Understand You hits theaters June 6th, and the final season of Big Mouth is streaming now on Netflix.